Hello everyone, I'm Kanubha Sharma and I'm a research fellow at Pine Biotech. The topic of my research is bioinformatics approach to understand the transcriptional changes in small cell lung cancer patients with brain metastasis. I'm an undergraduate final year student at Amity University, Noida, India. My research interests involve cancer biology, bioinformatics, machine learning, and precision medicine. SCLC and brain metastasis. They are related to lung cancer. It is a well-known fact that lung cancer is one of the leading causes of cancer-related deaths. It can be subdivided into two groups, NSCLC, that is non-small cell lung cancer, and SCLC, that is small cell lung cancer. NSCLC is prominent with 85 to 90% of prevalence among the population suffering from this cancer, while SCLC is present in 10 to 15% of the lung cancer patients. When compared to NSCLC, SCLC has high malignancy rate, resulting in huge risk of metastasis. As a result, it has a very low survival rate, thereby resulting in the death of the patients. It is an aggressive form of lung cancer that occurs mostly in smokers. It usually starts in the breathing tubes, that is bronchi, and grows very quickly, creating large tumors and spreading throughout the body. The most common sites of metastasis in SCLC at the time of diagnosis appear to be liver, bone, brain, etc. Approximately 10% of the patients are diagnosed with brain metastasis at the initial stages of SCLC. Therefore, these factors intrigued me to do my research on this type of cancer. And the question that arose in my mind was that since SCLC is an invasive type of cancer, it becomes necessary and important to detect and diagnose it at an early stage. So, my research questions were identification of biomarkers to detect brain metastasis due to small cell lung cancer, and identification and analysis of molecular pathways and biological processes involved in the metastasis of tumor from lung to brain. Methodology. The data that I came across with was microarray data, which consisted of multiple probe IDs corresponding to a single gene. They were matched with the help of DAVID database. DAVID is a database for annotation, visualization, and integrated discovery. It consists of information about the gene functions and the pathway in which these genes are involved. After this, the data was quantile normalized and PCA, that is principal component analysis, was performed. PCA, being an exploratory analysis tool, provided information about the variants present in data. The different statistical tests were performed to obtain significantly differentially expressed genes. On further analysis, upregulated and downregulated genes were identified, which were then analyzed on the Enricher database. The dataset which I chose for my research was belonging to series GSE 161968 from GEO database NCBI. It consisted of 12 samples, with 6 samples of SCLC patients with brain metastasis and 6 samples of SCLC patients without brain metastasis. After exploratory analysis, scatter plot was obtained. It depicted PC1 or principal component 1 and PC2 or principal component 2, which depicted variants present in the data. Blue dots represented SCLC patients without brain metastasis, and orange dots represented SCLC patients with brain metastasis. On matching multiple probe IDs with corresponding genes, a total of 913 genes were obtained. These genes were sorted with respect to the p-value less than 0.05, and a total of 555 differentially expressed genes were observed. On further analysis, with respect to p-adjusted value less than 0.05, 262 significantly differentially expressed genes were obtained. These genes were then sorted with respect to log2 fold change within a range of 1.2 to -1.2, and 262 genes were obtained. Out of these, 158 were downregulated and 7 were upregulated. These genes were further analyzed and studied on the Enricher database. On analyzing the downregulated genes on the Enricher database, it was observed that these genes affected many pathways, biological processes, and molecular functions. The main pathway that was affected was mesenchyme or glycan biosynthesis pathway. It plays an essential role in tissue-specific interaction, growth transduction, epithelial stress response, and it maintains the epithelial layer in an integrated form. But due to the downregulation of C1GALT1 and GALNT4 gene, the tumor cell growth is initiated and it migrates to different parts of the body. The biological process that was affected due to the downregulation of gene is the regulation of telomerase RNA localization to cagal bodies. Telomerase plays an essential role in telomere synthesis. It was observed that telomerase enzyme accumulates within the nucleus to form cagal bodies that are observed to be highly active in cancer. The downregulation of RUVBL1 gene causes the tumor growth to become out of control and apoptosis activity of the gene is inhibited. The downregulation of CCT6A affects the process too. It affects the regulation of this pathway as it is important for the maintenance of telomere, and due to its downregulation, normal telomere activity is affected and cancer cells become out of control. Another gene, SHQ1, is associated with stabilization and accumulation of telomerase enzyme, but due to its downregulation, its activity is hampered and cancer is born. Downregulation of genes affected the activity of RNA polymerase III enzyme. It is involved in the cis-regulatory region, sequence-specific DNA binding. The gene SNAPC3 plays an important role in transcription, and the gene BRF2 plays an important role in initiating transcription. But due to the downregulation of the genes, the process of transcription is hampered and it might lead to the cancer. Out of the upregulated genes, COL1A2 was found to be highly upregulated and it affected different pathways, biological processes, and molecular functions. The pathway which it affected was ECM receptor interaction pathway. It plays an important role in shedding of tumor, degradation, and its movement. ECM, that is extracellular matrix, consists of CD36 pathways that play an essential role in inhibiting angiogenesis. Angiogenesis is the main background of growth and metastasis of tumor. But upregulation of COL1A2 gene inhibits the CD36 pathway activity and it activates the spread of tumor. The biological process that was affected due to the upregulation of COL1A2 gene was the skin morphogenesis. COL1A2 codes for type 1 collagen, which is present in various connective tissues. Overexpression showed that this might result in reoccurrence of cancer, and it might be correlated to the grade of tumor. And the molecular function that was affected was the PDGF, that is platelet-derived growth factor. Its overexpression resulted in abnormal binding of different ligands, which led to the initiation of stimulation of various pathways that resulted in cancer. Hence, from the results, it can be concluded that the genes and the pathways obtained in the results might act as effective biomarkers, and in future they might help to detect the treatment associated with this type of cancer and help in saving the lives. These are the references of the information that I used in my project. Thank you so much.